So now, if you mean mind is, the kind of, diamond and the clear, not a kind of mixture with the, negativity energy, a kind of, pure. And then, you know, okay, what kind of progression, progression, how to, kind of, what happened, growth, growth. Anyway, there's two things, positive way growth and negative, negative way growth, or progression, or development, whatever you call. Very simple. The source of, and the struggle existent, the human struggle, existent is, the ego mind, the grasping attitude mind is some kind of, the progression, it is source, it is a progression, how to develop, kind of, uncontrollably, we are circling, doing different trip. Even this life, we're doing different trip, since we born up to now, we enjoy different things, past enjoy, mommy give toy these things, looking these things, you know what I mean? And then give up the thing, then another toy, yes, you pick up, So now, different period, you're doing different play game in your life, Okay, so all this, kind of, existent, all this existent, the development is, basic, the on, the ego mind, the grasping, the grasping, the attitude, Okay. Even, why you come this earth, the grasping attitude, mind, you understand? The grasping, such a particular, enjoyment and the life, sense enjoyment, sense of life, So that produces, that brings you in this earth. Not the God brings you in this earth, So that's what we call, karma, remember? Sanskrit we call karma. The karma is, the real karma, the evolution, the human being, is, the root is, kind of, ego making kind of, different lifestyle, different, kind of, interesting, different, you understand, things, So we call karma, karma is, the function of, our body, speech, mind is karma. In other words, karma is action, action. In other words, action of body, action of, speech, action of mind. So what is real karma? The movement of our body, speech, mind is karma. Okay. Maybe another way saying is, life is karma, that's all. Life is karma, that's all. It's very simple, explanation. Actually, karma is, So movement, movement of body, speech, mind is, giving some kind of, you understand, is giving imprint into the conscious. You understand? Kind of like, conscious is like reserve bank, Yes? Our mind is like reserve bank. Each time we repeat it, repeat it, grasping attitude or rejecting hatred, attitude. You understand? You understand? We acting, by body, we acting by speech, mind also, you understand? Active, you understand? That each time, almost the 24 hours non-stopping. You understand? No stop, no stop, Okay, so this energy movement, itself is, kind of repeatedly, and each time, kind of, putting imprint, imprint the energize, that energy or imprint is collected into the reserve bank of our conscious, Okay, you can see. So by repeating this, imprint, is a kind of, energize to produce more interest. To produce more interest, isn't it? Interest, yes? Interest, That's good, really. That's all. Another way, explanation. That's right, You see, when we put a certain, kind of, the mind, certain, directions, and interest is always, you know what I mean? Certain way stimulate, without effort. Why? Why this happen, Why difficult mind contemplate one point in it, That shows because, so many repeatedly, putting collection into the reserving bank. You understand? So imprint is easier, Each time you, collect it, easier, because the power of the, imprint, contaminating into the, our mind. Okay, so concentration is, good example. Now, contemplate one point is more difficult. Why? Very little experience, Bank is so small. Very little interest. Well, it's good, true. That's all, But by repeated, again, by repeated, as we do some sort of action, it's so easy. The control is the nature. You understand? Control is natural. And the concentration becomes natural. No complicated. That things, human potential, is a great, Human mind is so powerful. Wherever we put, energy, direct, and by repeatedly it goes that way. That's why I say there is a positive side, there is a negative side. Remember? If you put your energy, body, speech, mind, energy into the positive direction, goes, without almost the kind of, worry. You don't need to think about it. You're just putting into the right channel. That's all. It goes. Same thing, negative way or some positive way. Anyway, same thing. Especially, we all experience, by repeated, by repeated, action repeated, doing, each time, the pulse energy is collecting, so the energy becomes so strong. And this is our own experience, And almost, sometimes when they too much repeated, energize inside psychologically in your mind, it becomes, some kind of, unforgettable, You know what I mean? Unforgettable. You don't want to think about, but the, kind of, you understand, automatically, kind of, energized, buzzing, you understand? That is the real, that is the karma. Okay. Karma, the Buddhism explanation about karma is not something you believe, You understand? The explanation karma is not something making philosophical some kind of, you understand? You understand? Something make up, You understand? You are this, you are this. It is explanation of, about the relativity nature of your own, or your body, or your speech, or your mind. Okay? That's very important to know. Sometimes, baby Dharma, practitioners, baby Dharma practitioners, Yes? Thinking that, karma is something, oh yes, I believe karma because, my Lama says, Buddha says, so there must be some karma. You understand? That attitude is wrong. The karma doesn't matter, doesn't matter you believe or you don't believe. Remember? 24 hours, yes, I said. Your mind, body, speech is running, tick, 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 like that, You understand? You understand? Doesn't matter you believe or you don't believe. That is the karma. But the knowing is interesting. Each time you movement of, your own body, speech, mind, making some kind of, you understand? Energize or, you understand? Putting, amplitude into the conscious, making more, kind of stronger, stronger, stronger. Yes? You understand? And reproduce again. Reproduce again. In other words, reacting again. That is, effective. That can be done, kind of, okay, kind of, attraction way, or can be done, hatred way, You know what I mean? Every day, our life, experience. The Buddhism actually talk about life. That is very interesting. Buddhism, talk about everyday life, what happened. This is very interesting, Not too much interesting, some kind of talk about God or something. It's a talk about right now, what we, what happened, What is it, every day, what are we doing? That's very interesting.